In a dim-lit tavern, smoke in the air, I gathered my friends with stories to share. We rolled out the dice, our hearts beating fast, in a world of magic where legends are cast. Fortunes favor the bold, or so they say. With a roll of the dice, we will find our way. Cards on the table, fate in our hands. In this life of fantasy, together we stand. Through dungeons we wandered with courage our guide. The thrill of adventure we'd never subside. With each unearthed secret and each cautious step, we chase down our futures on every chance left. Fortunes favor the bold, or so they say. With a roll of the dice, we will find our way. Cards on the table, fate in our hands. In this life of fantasy, together we stand. We summoned our courage as the lanterns dimmed. A beholder lurking with intentions grim. With blades at the ready, an incantation strong. The taste of vengeance, we will right the wrong. Fortunes favor the bold, or so they say. With a roll of the dice, we will find our way. Cards on the table, fate in our hands. In this life of fantasy, together we stand. The bard sang a shanty of battles won and lost. As laughter echoed, we counted the cost. We dined upon a feast at the spit and grease. The smell of ale and the fires warm below. We gathered our party, ready to go. Fortunes favor the bold, or so they say. With a roll of the dice, we will find our way. Cards on the table, fate in our hands. In this life of fantasy, together we stand. So here's to the warriors, the magic and might. To friends who stand tall through every dark night. With a toast to the journey and mugs in the air, we'll write our own story with fortunes laid bare. Force favors the bold, or so they say. With a roll of the dice, we'll find our way. Cards on the table, fate in our hands. In this life of fantasy, together we stand. So let's gather again under starlit skies, with echoes of laughter and our dreams on the rise. In this tale of legends, where magic is spun, we will keep rolling the fates till our journey is done.
I want to see what's that door in the dragon statue. I assume it's a door. Looks like it goes somewhere.
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
I follow around.
Yep. So, y'all head over. Y'all look at it. It is a door. Do you try to push or pull it?
I want to investigate and make sure there's no traps.
All right. Straight D20 roll for investigation.
You just roll. Yeah, you can just roll that.
Just investigation. No adding.
Investigation. 15.
All right. Yeah. No, seems fine.
Okay, then
Or
I'm
as you can tell.
open it.
All right. You open it. It is,
It just
seemingly
goes
in,
back The
Se-
trap.
Yep, seemingly innocuous room.
I want to peek. I want to peek into the room and see if there's anything in there.
Alright, yeah. You look in there and, doesn't seem to be much of anything. As you're peeking in.
Empty as fuck.
Do you guys just want to go back up the way we came then?
Yeah, fuck that trap room.
Up there?
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Let's go.
Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Yep. Alright, yeah, y'all are back. So, where are y'all going to look down now?
I suggest to the group, we should check down the left hallway here before proceeding to what I could only assume has living creatures.
Listen.
Yeah.
Okay,
The west.
sure.
Yeah, let's check out the west hallway.
Alright, yeah. Y'all go into the west hallway. Yeah. You notice it,
Ooh.
hallway up here, hallway bends right over there, and you also notice, 1, 2, and 3 doors.
I'd like to creep up to the northern door stealthily and give the handle a jiggle and see if it'll open.
Yep. It does not appear to be locked.
Okay. I'd like to check the door for traps, make sure it's not, booby trapped in some way.
Alright. Investigation plus your, proficiency. Alright,
Investigation's
let's
+1,
see
okay.
here. Mm-hmm. So it'd be a +3 total to it.
16
So
total.
19. Oh, 16 total?
Mhm.
Alright. Let me just make sure that I have right one marked here. I do not. So that's going to be let's see here, 16 total.
What is
Yeah. Does not there's no traps, does not appear to be locked in any way.
Okay.
At least this side.
Well, then I'll gently swing it open, trying to be quiet.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay, my stealth is +5. Okay.
Alright.
17.
17. Alright. So, actually I'm gonna put that in here. I'm going to do that. Because I swear to God I had this already. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Alright. Not visible. There we go. Alright, yeah. And so, stealth and, you said you're looking into it with your, stealth, right? Stealthily doing it?
Yeah.
Alright. So, what you see when you, look into the room is you see along the walls a bunch of makeshift, chains have been put up.
Mhm.
Almost all of them are empty, save for this one in the corner by the other door here. And what you see is a kobold chained by the neck to the wall.
Okay.
And actually, I'm going to because I keep forgetting about opening stat blocks and shit because I'm amazing. Where is... Yeah. Alright, and so... Oh yeah, cool. So that's a minus to that. Yeah, no, it doesn't see you.
Okay. I turn and I whisper to the group quietly. There's a kobold in there. And, looks like it's chained up.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go talk to it. If it's a prisoner, then, well, I could only assume that, well, It's not here by its own volition.
Yeah, and it's like, iron collar, that's on a chain against, that's bolted into the wall. It's got manacles.
Mhm.
I hearing there's a creature that needs to be saved, I run the fuck into the room.
Oh god. And also, I would like to just say, for flavor-wise, even though the icon is a token for a 5th edition representation of a kobold, I subscribe to the more lizard-looking kobold aesthetic, personally.
Zack, do you have a picture of that you can send into the chat?
Let's see here. I don't have one immediately. Let's see here. Kobold 3. Yeah, basically, I subscribe to the lizardy-looking kobolds, right? It's how I grew up knowing kobolds, more lizardy and draconic rather than jackal-like.
Yeah,
I don't
like that.
Yeah, I don't like the jackal-like deal,
Hmm.
It's just I'm not used to it.
Look like the dragon. Like dragons.
Oh, I know. Erin's revealing her affinity for being a dragon fucker.
Oh god, she's home. Yeah.
She takes the kobold home with her. Fuck that.
It's
Uh,
I don't know.
Can I have
God.
that kobold?
Kobolds have sentience.
They're people.
Erin, I'm not letting you have a slave, alright?
Squire maybe, slave no.
Not even a sexy, a cool, sexy slave.
I didn't sign up for this type of D&D.
Yeah, you see your companions barge into this room now, right? Clearly, they do not give a shit about the finer points of stealth at this moment.
I want to save the thing.
I just sigh to myself when I walk in anyways, joining them.
Oh.
Yeah, and it starts yipping a little bit. It goes,
Because we just ran into the room.
yep, and it starts speaking, but only one of you can understand what it's saying.
Ah.
What
That
language is
being-
it speaking?
That
Right.
being tiger.
It's draconic.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
It's the language kobolds speak.
Nice.
And and upon seeing all of you, it just powers into the corner. It's yipping. And it's like hyperventilating. It's like
That's fair.
And
Erin
it's like-
barged in.
it's like no go. Meepo, no go.
Meepo?
Yes,
That's his name?
Meepo.
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 So,
And yeah, Tiger, you're the only one that can understand what it's saying.
Yeah.
Yep. To the others, it's just yipping and going off in a language that they cannot understand.
it's just going.
Yeah.
I can understand it, so I hear words, but
Yep.
Saying Meepo no go. Or whatever.
Yeah, it's
oh no, go.
yeah, and it's very clearly panicking too.
If I were to talk to it, would it understand me at all?
Maybe, you don't know.
It's
It's worth a shot.
alright, I want to try and talk to it.
All right. You
In what
just-
language?
Common's the only one I know.
You know an extra language too.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have it here. What do I know?
Sylvan.
The fuck is Sylvan?
I know because I literally looked at your character sheet to see which one of you knew Draconic because I knew it was one of the two of you.
Oh, where is it? I don't see it.
Let's see here. Features and traits. Is it on there? Description. Is it on notes? Yeah, notes at the very. So notes at the very bottom. Because using a homebrew race, I had to add that in there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do common just because it's common. I'm gonna tell it that we're not going to hurt it.
All right, roll persuasion. Oh,
Ooh. Okay.
check.
14.
All right. It's still a bit reserved, but it goes to ask. And you hear it reply in common.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Who are you?
Naturally, I have to introduce myself. My name is Ralse. This here is Shayde, and our big friend over here is named Tiger.
I interrupt and speak for myself and say, that's Captain Shayde. Thank you.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. Captain Shayde. We're
Captain, but... You? Leader? But big, shiny armor.
Armor doesn't necessarily mean leadership. I mean, I can enjoy my finery, as it were. But anyways, what's happening with you? Why are you chained up?
Meepo. Prisoner. Goblins. Goblins invade. Chain us. Kill us.
Are you the only one?
We just leave alone. Goblins no leave alone.
Are
You can also
you...
get the sense that this thing's not the smartest, by the way it's talking.
It's okay.
it's fine.
Are you the only one here?
We lived here. Don't know how many left. Others in this room. Killed.
Oh, Erin's pissed.
Meepo only left in room.
Do you serve the cult of the dragon?
You don't know what cult is. But kobold descend from dragon.
I would like to insight check him.
Go for it.
Okay. Ten. Shit.
All right. Yeah. Hard to read. Might go one way or the other.
What were you trying to do?
Insight check him.
Yeah.
Insights to see if he's like telling the truth or if he's lying, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 50-50 split.
Okay.
Could be going one way or the other.
I
did.
tried to explain it a little bit more specifically, like this place, it used to be,
He finds sense.
the people here used to worship the dragons. Specifically Tiamat.
Damn.
Did you know them?
No people here. Long time. We found abandoned. We see dragon. We see dragon statue. We take place as our own. We safe.
Kill the goblins.
We
Eradicate them.
we hunt animals in forest. Keep to ourselves. Nobody come here. Not until Goblin.
Can I insight check him?
Go for it.
You should
Roll
let
insight.
me, because I have a +3 in insight.
All right, I'm gonna
I
actually.
was about
I'm
to
gonna
say all of you actually. I was about to say any of you can.
do it.
11.
All right, yeah, 50-50 shot.
All right, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. 12. God damn it!
Yep. Yeah. Y'all are on the same wavelength. You're not sure. Yeah, it could be telling the truth. It could be trying to lie to you. You don't really know, but it does seem like genuinely panicked. It does seem genuinely terrified.
Okay, well, I'd like
I
to.
want to free it.
I trust him. Let's do this.
I'd like to move closer and use my thieves' tools to see if I can undo his bindings, and say to him, "Well, relax. We're going to get you out of here."
All right. Cautiously nods. So, roll your sleight. Roll the sleight of hand.
Okay. What was it that we said my thieves' tools was earlier for, or is that just specifically for trying to undo locks?
It's your proficiency.
Okay,
Yeah,
so because it was a d20 plus my proficiency bonus, wasn't it plus something else as well?
In your skills. Sleight of hand.
Okay. Sleight of hand 3. 22.
All right, yeah. Yeah, and you know what? I'll count it for both the neck and the manacles.
Mhm.
Yeah, easy enough. With some fumbling around, you're able to get both, unlocked nice and easy. It's not that bad. It's not that hard. It's, yeah, you kind of feel like, these were just your run-of-the-mill, things that you could get probably on, the fucking black market and shit,
You can buy him at Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, basically. It was just like your run-of-the-mill thing, right? It wasn't that hard.
Right.
So yeah, Meepo is now free.
Did I spell that right, by the way?
Yes, Meepo, Meepo.
Also, I re-looked it up, Zach. For thieves' tools, in 5e, it is d20 plus dex plus proficiency.
Yeah, which is the sleight of hand skill.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Meepo now being free, bows down to you and says,
Meepo, thank you. You know way out?
Yes. Do you know if they were taking your companions anywhere else? Maybe we could find them as well. Or if you've seen them take anyone else, because we actually came here looking for our friends.
Meepo no see, but here talk. Humans.
Yes, humans. Where might they be? Do you know?
Meepo don't know where, but maybe deeper in.
Should we take him outside now, or?
I'd say sure. I'd say to him, look, we're going to deal with these goblins. They're causing a problem. There's a village nearby that they've been harassing as well. And if they've hurt your people, they've hurt their people. We can't let them continue any longer.
Yes.
If we... Meepo, if we take you outside, will you wait for us out there?
Okay. Decent climber. Trees are usually safe.
Alright.
So, alright, let's get you out of here then.
What was it? I wanna take his hand, and I wanna lead him outside. When we get to the room with the goblin splatter, I wanna cover his eyes.
Yeah. And so,
Okay.
all right, and so we'll say for brevity's sake, you're able to like lead him outside and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah. And so before he goes to go up the rope and find a nice tree to sit in and feel safer in, you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes,
If you see kobold,
and he hands you a carved tooth.
Ooh.
give this. No, you friend.
And yeah, and so Meepo gives you just what looks to be a carved tooth of some sort.
Should I add that to my inventory? Or...
I just keep note of it.
Okay.
Not necessarily add it to your inventory, but just keep note that you have it.
I have a
You know?
coded...
Yeah. Basically, you know, gets across the idea that you see other kobolds, you should probably show them that so that they won't, you know, attack you on sight.
Yeah.
Because right now it seems to be a bit tenuous with things. All right.
I say to Meepo before we head back inside, thank you, Meepo. We'll do what we can.
Goodbye, new friend. I love you.
Yep, and he skitters off to go find a tree, and we'll say you find your way back to just the general hallway area here.
Okay.
Again, brevity's sake.
Yeah, because that doorway...
Two more doors
Yeah, 'cause that doorway just goes through to the other side of the thing we're already looking at.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Yeah. Yeah.
Where do we want to go for?
So, I mean, you know, there's a door here. You could go into the hallway area.
We should check down first. The southwest door.
This one?
Yeah,
All right.
check that one out.
Okay.
I wanna give it a...
Jiggle.
Yeah.
You should
Uh,
investigate it first. Make sure no trappings.
That's good. Push on it. It seems to be locked.
Hold on. Can we
Wait,
let Captain Shayde try and lockpick it first before you bring fucking more goblins here?
All right. Yeah.
eradicate them anyway.
Hopefully, we're gonna.
So, do you ask me to come down there and lockpick it?
Captain Shayde, this door seems to be locked. Could you lockpick it?
Sure, I can give it a try. See what I can
Oh.
do.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Oh, Captain, my captain, can you lockpick this fucking lock?
Okay, so that plus Dex. Plus proficiency. One. Oh, 6 total.
Yeah.
This game has such fucking good soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't know what this lock is made of, but it is rough. It might be because it's old, might be because it's rusted, or it might be a non-standard lock, or maybe you're having an off day. You have no idea.
All right.
You just know that you just did not open it this
Don't
time.
look at me like that.
I just swear a lot and say a lot of expletives that would probably make Ralse feel very, very uncomfortable.
I didn't know there was a swear word that started with F. Susie never says that kind of swear word.
I fold my thieves' tools back up and I look over at Tiger and go like, look, if you want to go ahead and do your thing, by all means, but I'm going to go take a look at these other doors. You said there's another one right here?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to walk over to that one and, like, give the handle a jiggle, see if it, is openable or if it's locked.
That one is also locked.
I'm gonna stay between the two doors.
Man, shit.
I'm gonna try and unlock that one.
All right, go for it. And Aaron rolled a hit.
6. These locks. I just start cursing loudly.
God.
Yeah, that's a fucking nat 20 there. I'm not even gonna ask you to roll damage. You splinter that door in such a way that the hinges and some bits of wood are still on the wall, but the rest of the door is not there. It is, like, inside the room. Just this loud smashing and clattering.
Peek inside.
Yeah.
Seeing Tiger having exploded a door, I just start swearing more because I am just unable to pick locks or open doors.
All right.
And Ralse can hear me loudly just swearing in the hallway.
There's my bed shit up in this room.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
I will
Listen,
I will tell you. I will tell you what's in that room. Actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that room. You see a bit of a bigger fire in the center, with what looks to be some form of charred meat. There's a lot of blood in here. And there's more shackles against the walls.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well.
And yeah, there's just bits of armor not unlike the one you saw, not unlike the armored individual whose unfortunate fate was back in that courtyard area.
Well.
So is this person in pieces or are they all together?
Oh, all you see is there's charred meat. You don't know what kind of meat.
But you said we saw the armor, so is it just a pile of armor?
No, you see various bits of armor and different clothing scattered throughout. There's a fair amount of blood, and there's some other belongings in here as well.
Should I investigate it?
I mean, if you feel okay enough to investigate and don't think you're going to get severely traumatized. Because clearly, some shit went down in this room. And there was a good reason it was locked.
Alright, Erin's gonna investigate it again.
Alright, roll for investigation.
Shit, 2!
Yeah, you see exactly what I told you.
I'd like to walk over and take a look myself.
Alright, go for it.
I don't know what's with me in investigations, but my rolls are always shit.
This one. 7.
Alright, yeah. You're a bit cautious going into here. You're not unfamiliar with these kinds of unfortunate sights, but it doesn't mean you like to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't revel in this kind of thing. Right? It's, again, not unfamiliar, but also not welcome either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. you pick up the you pick up the armor, and you see the symbol of Helm. That closed gauntlet fist etched into the side of that pauldron. You can tell what happened to the rest of the people they sent here.
Can I, like, take the pauldron off and kind of, like, put it in my pack?
Oh, no, it's like just the there is no whole corpse in here. There's no whole body.
It's just the pauldron.
Just the pauldron. When I say it's a scattering of armor and like other like belongings and material items and a lot of blood and some charred what looks like meat in the center. Yeah, there is no whole corpse. In fact, the only thing you could assume as a corpse is that charred, unidentifiable, what looks to be meat in the center. The pauldron. These are packs and belongings of different people, and again, the armor from some of the paladins they sent here from Helmsol.
I take the pauldron. Okay, so how many people from Helmsol were we looking for? It was 2, right?
Yeah.
Well, they sent 3 sentries there that disappeared after being requested to find the twins that went missing.
Okay, so we found 2 so far that we can assume.
I'd say there's enough armor in here for probably 2 bodies.
Okay.
So you would have found, well, you found 1, but you found the armor of the rest here.
Okay, so it'd be like I found like basically like 2 of them.
Yeah.
So could I take like another pauldron then?
Yep.
Okay. And then, while I'm absolutely disgusted by everything that I am seeing and honestly just genuinely upset by what has happened, could I check through the packs that you said I had noticed in there?
Yep. Go ahead, roll investigation.
20 total.
20 total. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, in these packs you can see, of course, holy symbols of Helm, pretty unfortunate. And while there's not really anything in way of money, there's definitely like different materials for like spell components, like terracotta clay, some sand, all that kind of errata, right? As well as just like some ball bearings,
right?
Like a bag of ball bearings and all that. It seems the items you find in here definitely seem to be more of someone with a pragmatic and careful approach to where they're going. And you also find and it's various rusted weapons too around. Some of them might have some blood on them. Some of them might have been used on whoever was in here. This is an unfortunate and grisly room at this point. It is. You can see all valuables, or at least perceived valuables, outside of the armor. Which there's not whole sets of armor, but it's. There's enough here. Alright.
Yeah.
You can see that any valuables were more than likely taken off or taken away.
So you said there's some basic spell component stuff there?
Yeah.
Okay, well I kind of gather that up along with whatever is kind of generally useful. Like you said, the ball bearings and such, and
Yeah, bag of ball bearings,
And I just take that and I just hand it to Rouse and be like, the people won't be needing these where they are now.
I take them in tears.
But I keep the holy symbols of Helm. How many of those did I find?
You found 2.
Okay. I'll hold on to those. And I'll say to the party, be like, look, these, I can only assume were the other 2 members of Helm that didn't make it. I have the holy symbol, so we can return that to...
Dust.
We can return that to them when we get back. We have to find those children. And I fear that if this is the state of the gods from Helm, that we may be running out of time. So we should hurry.
Does that mean you want me to smash every door we see?
Maybe not.
Maybe smash this one though.
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
And is there another door here?
No.
Okay.
No, that is...
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
Ooh. Cool.
Awesome.
Yep.
Wait, did we miss rooms?
I also just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, no. When I said I did that, I will show you how meticulously I did this after you get through it.
Well, I kind of can see how meticulously you did it because I just saw when you were clearing out right above the courtyard there, that hallway. I saw you deleting like little triangles and shit, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Took
It's-
some
So
time.
I'm smashing the door you're at.
So while she moves to that door, I want to kind of move back into this room and just, because we didn't really take a look around, I'm going to see if there's anything specific in here other than just shackles and such.
I mean, it is just... It's shackles, it's hay, maybe a couple of teeth, some claw sheddings, you know?
So it looks like more like just a prison cell, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it doesn't look like that's what this was originally used for either.
Mhm.
But obviously, it's
God damn you.
what they were using it for.
Gotcha.
All right. So, Erin, did you say you were going to?
Hammer
Smash the
yes.
bitch.
All right.
23.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah.
Do the hit thing too? Damage?
Nah. It's
No?
yeah. It buckles. It gives way. You know. It's. You definitely break the wood around where the locking mechanism is, and you can just open it.
Okay.
It's fucked up, but it's open.
I'm
Yeah.
side then.
Yep. What you find in here is looks to just be a storeroom, right? There is just a couple of crates in here, maybe some rations and some food supply. As well as a couple of barrels that are closed up, you know. Do you press further and look at the finer points of this area?
Yes.
Alright. Investigation check if you wouldn't mind.
Adam, did you add like the basic spell components and the ball bearings?
No, I did not.
Alright. So first off, hold on. I'm gonna get this typed here. There we go. Put that in the there for you. Yeah, so with that investigation check, you open a couple of the crates, yeah, it's just salted meats, you know. All that nice shit. Some apples, you know.
Oh,
And
okay.
you open up one of the barrels, and there's several barrels in here, and just immediately, because of your feline senses, you get that smell, and this is like a pretty basic, like rugged, like crude apple wine that they were making. Like, it's not refined. It doesn't smell great. It just smells like, it smells like backwoods apple wine, right? Like a real, like, do-it-yourself thing.
They can't make apple wine good enough.
But done in, like, what is effectively a giant musty basement as well.
Ugh.
So you don't know how good it would even be.
We take the fucking food, but fuck the apple wine.
You fuck it?
No,
You fuck
fucking
potatoes?
dump it. Like, why are you
dump it?
Are, I was about to say, are you sure you take the salted meats?
Yes.
Uh,
Are we gonna eat dude jerky? Is that what's happening right now? I don't wanna. Also, I can't find the clay there.
I'll just add it
Oh wait,
as a custom item.
what kind of salted meat is it?
You don't know what it might have been, but but you think back to the blood and the charred meat in the other room, you'd say this is probably a mix of different sources of meat, some human in nature. You have no way of
never mind.
identifying what would be what.
I'm fine with starving. I don't want the meat. I'm okay.
Yeah,
so,
I figured.
I'll take the apples though. The apples are.
how heavy are the barrel of apples here?
It's like, like oak wooden barrels.
Like the big
It's
ones.
Yeah, they're like on you, they're like, I mean, Rosso would probably be able to go up and like put his chin on it and rest it on there comfortably. Like that's how tall it is.
Okay.
Like clearly they've been taking a lot.
Mhm.
So EP.
So how many barrels of apples are there?
So EP.
Well, so the barrels themselves are filled with like, obviously like fermenting apples in their like shitty like apple wine, apple basement wine, right? But the crates, there's a couple of them, and the crates have either jerky or apples in them, and the crates are like, like regular like storage crates, right?
Okay.
Like it would be a 2-person job probably to lift this, like 2 of you, maybe one of Tiger there, but definitely a burden to carry.
Gotcha. So
You could grab a couple of apples.
how many crates of apples?
Oh god, I'd say there's like 4 or 5 crates total. Probably 3 of them are apples.
Okay.
Just apples.
I mentioned to the others, be like, these are probably the apples of the merchant family. We should probably, come back for these after the job is done. I'm sure that they might, pay us for, bringing back some of their lost property, if it's in good condition.
Yeah.
But the priority here is getting those children out of here.
Let's keep searching. I added the clay.
Alright.
It wouldn't let me add a weight though.
Well, you just have to specify in there how heavy it is. Or how much of it, rather. It's not so much the weight, it's the amount of it. Because certain spellcrafting components, they count things by weights rather than by like size, right?
Okay, there we
It's
go.
like it's like if you like buy actual fruit, right? It's priced by weight, not by like,
Yeah.
It's the same way.
Okay, I got it.
But yeah, so you have found some unfortunately grim shit in as you plunge deeper and deeper into this area.
I'm traumatized. Alright.
Yeah.
I'd like
I
to
want to go.
go ahead, Adam.
I was just gonna go up into the long room up here.
I'm gonna follow him.
Like 4 more fucking doors.
Yeah. Each of these things here is a pillar. It is just a long pillar hallway. There looks to be what at one point would have been a nice chair, but has like a broken leg and the fabric's kind of torn and fucked up on it, right? With like a desk or a shelf back there. You're not sure because it's like at an angle and broken a little bit. This might have been some sort of gathering hall or like a place to hold like if there were any announcements, minutes of the last cult meeting, etc.
Do I see this door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd like to stealthily move up to that door and
All right.
check it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The door, it is not locked.
Okay.
Sorry, Erin.
Do you want me to roll a stealth check?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see what my stealth is again. I think it was 5. Yeah. 14 total.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
You push it open,
Mhm.
and
Oh no.
yeah, no, it's this one not as grim, but definitely 5 or 6 bend rolls. It definitely looks like they're trying to keep some sort of loose organization, right? With where they put what. They're kind of they're situating a storeroom and a prison room and obviously what seems to be a torture room between 2 different sleeping rooms. It seems like they want to keep tabs on things a fair amount.
So going into this room, can I tell if it's more goblin-oriented stuff, or can I tell if it's like the kobolds things?
It looks same usual stuff you found on the in the other room. This one has more. This one, maybe a couple of different, just a couple of different like tankards, right? Maybe some still has some shitty, like probably moldy-ish apple wine in it at this point. Because again, this place is underground. There's not going to be much that isn't like grody down here, right?
Yeah.
And there's maybe a couple of like loose pieces of jerky around,
So investigating the room, do I find anything useful?
Not really. This one, as compared to the other one, this one seems like everyone took their stuff. Meaning that it seems like all the items in here that would have been just sitting in here, for each of the, residents using these bags, it looks like they probably have their stuff on them.
Okay. Well,
so
then,
they're probably well equipped.
I'd like to step out of the room then and motion to Ral's Antagon and be like, "There's nothing in there."
Good. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to.
You're just terrified by everything now.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been traumatized.
Yeah.
I want to investigate the door I'm right next to here, the north one.
Oh, north one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Push it open. It's fine. It's just let me grab my edit fog. Yeah.
Just a hallway.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a hallway. There's another door down there. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I open up the one I'm next to?
Let's see here. Let me see exactly. which room that is, because everything. Yeah. You go to push on it. It doesn't feel locked. It just doesn't feel like it's moving. Like there's a little bit of give, but it's hitting something.
Alright.
Can I smash it?
Oh my god.
Sure. But would you like to roll a perception check beforehand, or do you just want to get the smashing?
I'll do a thing.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, 19.
Damn.
All right. Yeah, you've got good senses, both in smell and hearing. And what you pick up from beyond this door is you hear a little bit of like skittering around. Something definitely noticed you trying to push the door open. And it's what's in there is like trying not to be heard, but you can hear what's going on.
Oh, it's scared of us then. I put my hand on Erin.
Shayde, Captain Shayde, would you like to lockpick this?
Erin, it's not locked.
Oh.
It's just not moving.
Yeah.
There's something that's stuck on something. I put my hand on Erin's arm and give her one single nod. Do it.
Smash the door.
Erin's gonna smash the door.
Smash the door. Hell yeah, 24.
Oh my fucking god.
All right.
Ugh.
Jesus.
Roll for damage.
For damage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, sorry if there's a kobold on the other side of that.
13.
All right. You hit it. It moves slightly, but you're gonna need at least one more good hit. Like this door was very clearly meant to not be opened.
It's a 22.
All right. But also after the first hit, you definitely hear more scattering and what might sound like yipping.
I scared a kobold. No.
Well, you already hit the fucking door for 7, so.
Yeah. Yeah. You already
I,
went for your second hit. Yeah. So you bust it down. Yeah. There was a couple of chairs and a table blocking this door.
Oh, it was just trying to keep people out.
Yeah, and you hear a bunch of like skittering and clanging, and it sounds like they're grabbing something.
Is the door, we can get in there now?
Yes.
I quickly... I run in, holding the tooth up, going, wait, we're friends, don't attack! Does that do anything? Do I gotta roll for that, probably?
Alright, roll
Zack,
roll a persuasion check with advantage.
where do I
Yes.
find my move speed?
Your move speed?
Mhm.
Let me look at your
I think
character
it's on your...
sheet.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, it's on your D&D Beyond.
It's because she
Or
doesn't
your
like
walking speed.
it.
I have good persuasion.
Well, I'm rolling with advantage, too, so...
Yeah, it's mostly I forget where to find it on alright, so it's going to be on like the second to last page. I believe so.
16
Is it? Hold on.
is what I got.
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
I keep forgetting where the fuck it is on the like plain character sheet. It's annoying.
The walking or
Movement speed. Yeah, I know what your movement speed's fucking 35 feet.
Okay.
I can see it on D&D Beyond, but
Okay.
I cannot remember where the fuck it is on this shit on your like hard copy.
Okay. So I'm literally gonna use my move, and I know that like just for context here, I'm gonna like bolt down over to where they are because I hear them yelling and shit. So I'm like, oh god, no! I'm just gonna like bolt like right over here.
All right.
Alright, so I rolled with advantage. My first was a 16, my second was a 6. So
All right. So
16.
16. All right. So 16. All right. So and I don't feel like adding like like 6 different kobold things in here, right? So what we're gonna do is so we're going to say that yeah. Yeah. And there's going to be one right here cautiously approaching you, right?
Okay.
And it has these things are your height, and they're frail looking lizard things that again you gathered with the conversation with Meepo that maybe aren't the smartest. It has a table leg with a nail through it and is pointing it at you.
Wait, what the fuck? I slowly this time hold up the tooth. I was given this carved tooth by Meepo. We saved him and we were looking for more kobolds to get out of here before continuing with our mission.
All right. And so the kobold is not going to. The kobold is still holding on to the bit of wood with a nail through it, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's not as tense as it was, right? It's
Okay.
clearly not going to, try and put it through your head.
Good. Plus.
But let's see here. I'm trying to. Yeah. And it says,
Meepo? Alive still?
Yes. Yes, Meepo is still alive. He's outside waiting. We saved him a little bit ago.
Are you still holding the
Yes.
pendant and gave you out? Alright,
Yeah.
so the kobold's going to cautiously walk up, extend a hand, and go to take it from your hand. Do you resist?
No.
Alright, good. Cool. Alright, yeah. It takes it, looks it over, and it yips back to the others. The others are now less on guard, right?
And I'm the only one that understands their yipping.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the yipping is just a yipping they do.
To alert each other, they just go,
It's just like frantic lizard yipping,
Yeah.
And so they say,
Me. Yusdra. We. All that's left.
Damn.
There's only 7 left. Jesus.
Well, Ystrel?
Yusdra. I put it in the chat on
Yeah.
Plop.
Kind of cool.
Was.
What kind of stupid ass name?
Was 20, but we all that's left. Not just Goblin.
What?
Huh?
What else is
Goblin.
here?
Too stupid. Not organized.
That's
Something lead Goblin.
upsetting. Like that.
now that things have calmed down a little, I'd like to just walk up and kind of like be here and also being a part of this.
Goblin doest hold. Goblin want wealth. Goblin not want to struggle. Do anything.
Can I try and convince him to maybe tell us more about what's leading the goblins?
Sure, roll persuasion. Why not? Fuck it. Actually, you know what? Group persuasion. Everybody do it.
Oh,
Okay.
do you want me to do?
Oh, that's 7. That's
11.
All right. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, that's fine enough. Yeah. And so use drill. Clearly, you know, traumatized and terrified like all the other kobolds here. Says
Bigger goblin.
bigger
Like-
goblin.
Like that one.
and points to Shade.
Oh.
Bigger goblin.
No, which I reply,
Like goblin, but big.
got it, thank you. Could you tell us how many there are?
A big goblin. A big goblin.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
One, but powerful. Commanding. Kills insubordinates. Ruthless.
Would I know what he's talking about?
Yeah. You know enough from being on, you know, the Sword Coast and obviously dealing with seedy shit.
Mhm.
You have a pretty good idea of what he's talking about. You're pretty sure it's a hobgoblin.
Okay. So I'll relay this information to Raza and Tiger. Be like, he's talking about a hobgoblin. The nasty things. They're like he said, like big goblins, but they're smart. And usually pretty fearsome.
Exactly.
So, it sounds like maybe the goblins are our enemy, and possibly we could convince them to be on our side. Mm?
Me ask you this. You have great coin?
I got some. I got some coin.
But great amount.
Not really.
much do you
Then goblins no listen.
Does that mean I get to kill the goblins?
Yes, Aaron.
They listen. To most powerful. And who pays most. They don't care. Do whatever.
Most
To survive.
powerful, huh? Well, I think that we have quite the powerhouse right here, and I clap Erin right on the shoulder. Sorry, Tiger right on the shoulder. Mayhaps we can bring this to an end and with a one-on-one duel.
A one-on-one?
Maybe enough. Not sure.
Either way, we need to get you out of here.
A shot. You can get us out?
Yes, we've cleared the way so far. We got Meepo out, so we can lead you out the same way.
Sorry, saying Meepo with that accent is really funny.
I mean, Meepo is just kind of a. Again, it's up there with names like Deacon. It's not.
We got Schlorbo out of here.
Yzdril says,
Fine. If safe, we leave.
It's safe enough. We'll lead you out anyways. Make sure that you get out safely. Have you seen humans? We're looking for 2 humans. Not ones clad in armor, but 2 normal humans.
We hear.
Yeah.
We hear. Rest of prisoners taken to room. Down hall. By big chair. Near pillars.
Alright, thank you. First, go ahead.
no, that was just it.
Alright, well, first let's get you out of here. Then we'll try and find the humans.
Alright, yeah. And so, we'll say that you are able to lead them all out and point them in the direction that Meepo went, tree-wise.
We're just gonna get out, and there's gonna be they're gonna be all in one tree.
Just holding various branches, ready to attack with sharpened sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's say you all do that and reconvene in this hallway.
Alright. So, upon going back into the room that the kobolds were in, do I find anything if I were to take a look around?
No, you look around. This was once probably their den where there was the vast majority, if not all of them, sleeping and gathering in this room, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now there's not really much in here that's left aside from torn and tossed furniture. Like a conflict happened in here.
Right.
And it seems like the ones that were in here were just the ones that survived, the ones that weren't dragged away, maybe the ones that were hidden, and they just barricaded the door.
Okay.
With what was in here. Everything else was taken and scattered. There's no belongings in here.
Alright. Well then, I'd like to head down over by where the chair is.
Mm-hmm.
Being careful though, and looking around to see if there's, I don't know, traps or any type of thing that seems out of place near the chair.
Oh, yeah, we should
Should I make a check for that?
Yeah, roll for investigation. Kobolds let you know that they basically said in their own way, because, kobolds are kind of dumb, that it was over by the chair and all that, and as far as you all can see, there's only one door in here you have not explored.
I would like to go over to where the chair is.
Alright.
Carefully. You said to do an investigation check, so 14 total.
Alright. Yeah, it is, what... The chair was probably, fine work of craftsmanship in its day. But unfortunately, that is not now. It's dilapidated. It's not good, right? It's pretty bad. All that stuff over there is just kind of beat to shit. There's a tapestry that was on the wall over here, but is now in two halves, hanging on barely at both ends.
Rip my man chair. He was gone too soon.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks to be, it looks like this was a meeting hall.
Do I find anything interesting over there at all?
You do not. Everything, like, it is just bare minimum chair and everything.
Okay, so like no relics or anything like that left over.
No.
Okay. Well, then I rejoin my compatriots next to this door, and I stealthily stand next to it, and I say to them, "Do you want me to try to lockpick this? See if it'll be lockpicked if it's locked."
Yeah, try and pick the lock first. If not, we can always have Tiger smash it.
All right. Should I investigate the door or perception check the door to see if it's locked?
I'll just say you can, like, push on it a little bit. Yeah, it's locked.
Okay. So I'll try to lockpick it then. So that's what's my dex, and then my proficiency bonus.
Indeed.
16.
There you go.
All right. Yeah. It is now unlocked. And do you push it open and peer inside?
Before I do that, I fold up my thieves' tools, put them back away, and I turn and look at them, and I go, I got this one. I unlocked it.
Yep.
And then I gently push it open, being quiet.
All right. Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Yeah. You open this room and oh boy. The thing that immediately hits you is a waft of what smells like rotting meat.
Oh no.
Pours out from the doorway. It is like you open that door and it's like, you know, when you go into like a different, like kind of like closed off room and there's like that hard shift in atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it smells like rotting meat.
Oh no.
It is like, it smells like death in here. It clearly, it's another one of these rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And looking around, you see what seems to be a couple of different cloaks like scattered around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, down over in this corner, it seems like there's a pile. That's where the stench is emanating from. And it looks to be a mound of sorts.
Oh
Hmm.
no.
And there's just tattered bits of clothing and cloaks and everything on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, obviously, bloodstains all throughout the floor. There's different, even footprints that have been made with blood.
Right.
And it seems like a lot of footprints go in from here, like into here and out, as well as in here as well, and a couple of streaks going through this way. Like something was being dragged up to this door.
Okay. Peeking into the room, can I tell anything about the mound specifically?
I mean, you look at it and you identify what some parts might potentially be a leg or two, maybe an arm, potentially a head in a cloak still wrapped up.
Does it look like it's moving at all?
No.
Okay.
No. And it is... The more you go into the room, the worse the stench gets.
Great.
I guess I'll
Temple to Shadow. Temple.
walk in and investigate the mound, kind of like poking it with my rapier, like moving things around to try and see if maybe this was one of the people that we're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, you poke at it, it sinks into the skin. It sinks into it a little bit at times because, it's a sharp point of a sword, right? Sinks into it. The tip of your sword just has, gets, coagulated blood on it and everything. And you can't see anything specifically identifying. It's the head that's there seems wrapped up completely.
Do I see any hands?
You see about 3 or so hands.
Okay,
Just mixed in.
I'm gonna kind of try to poke them and I guess pull them out to try to see if they have any signet rings on them.
All right. Give me an investigation check.
11.
All right, yeah. You pull them aside. The hands. One is. One seems to be. Let me see if I can describe this properly, just so I'm getting my taxonomy correct. Yeah, one seems to be inordinately hairy and a little big, right? That one's just kind of loose by itself. Obviously, not what you're looking for. It's not humanoid.
Yeah.
But the other humanoid-looking arms that you find, one is, kind of like a meaty hand, hairy knuckles, kind of aged skin, no rings or anything of the sort, right? A scar on the palm, an old scar on the palm.
Yeah.
And then the other one is just a fairly long, lithe arm. A bit lithe. It with a kind of dainty or regal features, although this one has seemed to been here for a little bit longer. You suspect that it's probably either elf or half-elf arm. It gives off that kind of vibe to it.
Right.
But no, you do not find any signet rings. The only thing extra you find on those arms would be on the elf arm, you just find this bronze bracelet. Just like a simple bronze bracelet.
I guess I take the bronze bracelet.
Alright.
I peek in, definitely not wanting to go in, and go, Captain Shayde, what did you find?
I turn back to Ralsei and I reply, well, I found pieces of people and things, and, well, none of those pieces seem to be the who we're looking for, so I guess that's good in all things. There's a couple of doors in here. We can take a look in those and proceed forward, I guess. Do I see anything else around the room?
Not really, no.
Okay.
It's this is just... It's an awful room to be in. It is. The other one was... The other one... You get the idea from this room that the other one was probably used in haste.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably... That's not what that room was meant for. You feel like this is definitely much more in that line
Gotcha.
of intention.
Well, I'm going to move over to this door, and I'd like to check this one and see if it's locked.
It is most definitely locked.
Okay. Well, then I'd like to try to lockpick it.
All right. Go for it.
15.
All right. You jiggle it. You try to jiggle it a bit. This one definitely seems a bit harder to get through. This one seems to be a bit more fortified.
I look over at Tiger and say, Tiger, I think this door requires your special touch.
Tiger runs the fuck over to the door really fast.
Oh, that was 10.
All
and
right,
I'm going
yeah.
to move to the other door and just stand at the
That
door.
was another 10 for the damage.
All right, yeah. You give it a good whack, but this door seems to be a bit sturdier than the others. It's not giving way as easily. From this, one might think that this door might not have been part of the original structure.
Oh.
It might have been put here on purpose. For its durability.
Add it again.
Yeah. 15. 5.
Bruh.
Alright, yeah. You hit it, you whack it, another good whack, you hear a little bit of buckling, and you hear something break. But it's still not quite opening.
I turn over to them and I go, do you want me to give it another go? I can try again.
Hang on, can I do something real fast?
Sure.
Can I because I'm gonna make this weird. Can I try and persuade the door to open for us?
You can certainly try.
Let's do it.
18.
Alright, yeah. You give a convincing argument to this door. You plead it. You were just so cute and lovable. But, you know what? It's a door. It doesn't think. It doesn't feel. It does not have a brain. You could talk to this door all day long. But it's still, but it will not open.
It won't open for rounds.
I really thought that would work.
It has no capacity to think, feel, hear, or make decisions.
Adam, what did you say to the door?
What did I say to it?
Yeah.
Please, door, I'm begging you. Could you let us inside so we can see what's in there? Pretty please. And I did this because Ralse has been alone most of his life, and therefore, to pass the time, would talk to the furniture in his empty castle.
Yeah, it doesn't have the capacity for thought.
Can I ask you, Zack?
What?
The door will remember this. Can I
Yep.
ask you? If I had gotten a nat 20, would you have let that work?
Maybe. I'd probably also have to roll a D100 on my part to see if it would work.
Fair enough. Alright. One of you guys.
Alright, it might, like I said, it might give way in another whack or so.
I would
But
like
it is fortified. Yes, Runa?
I would like to check the door that I'm standing next to and see if it's locked or not.
Because the damage is 5.
It does not seem to be locked, no.
Okay.
Yeah, you hit it again, And this time, you hear the sound of like metal like snapping.
Ooh.
Yeah, and while the door really doesn't show that much damage to it. Again, this is a hardy door, but it sounds like you managed to break the locking mechanism to it. Whatever deadbolt was in there, it is...
In there now.
I mean, it's broken.
Cool. I open the door. I go, excuse me, and I open the door.
All right. And so, what you end up seeing in here, right?
Great. Here we go.
What you end up seeing in here, again, you can see the bloody footprints leading in and out, right? There's a little bit of blood on the floor, but not a lot, right? However, what you do notice is, here. Both of you make a perception check.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, both of you.
I got 19.
1, 2.
I got 22.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, is your perception higher than mine?
I have a +5 perception.
What the fuck? Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. So, what y'all see are 2 humans on the ground.
Oh no. Captain Shayde, you might want to come look at this.
Okay.
I will say, you did test that door. You do see that it is open. Were you going to take a peek in it before heading over?
No, I don't think so. Not yet. I'm gonna
All right.
take a walk over there since they called me over and come into the room, and then I would like to investigate the humans and see if those are the ones that we're looking for.
All right. So, first off, I'm just looking at everyone's. Ooh. All right, all right, yeah, that's neat. Okay. So first off, you can see one of them has a cloak on, still attached to her body. The 2 very similar looking humans. One has a cloak on. It looks well made, right? The other one, assuming they had one, it looks to be missing. You know? And they're just sort of... They're on the floor, unmoving. Would you like to make a medicine check? To determine...
Sure.
To determine their status.
Is that +1? Okay. 16.
16, alright, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely good enough. Yeah. While they don't seem to be sleeping, but you pull out, you know how to check for someone being dead or not, or just unconscious.
Mhm.
You pull out that handy little tiny pocket mirror, you put it up to their mouth, and faintly, both of them show, there's a faint breath showing up on the mirror for both of them.
Okay.
Oh.
They're not dead. But they're also most likely not asleep either. You'd gather them to be unconscious due to some severe pain or trauma.
Could I?
Especially considering you look over the one's body and they are missing an arm.
Oh, shit. Is there anything I can do to, like, stabilize them?
I have +4 in medicine.
Is there anything else I can do to stabilize them?
I mean, yeah, Ralsei can go in and roll medicine to make sure they're stabilized.
Ah, fuck. Ah, jeez.
You're like, oh shit.
6!
Am I able to assist him?
Sure, go ahead, roll.
Okay. It'd be a 15.
Yeah. The both of you, the both of you know enough to, like, they're, like, you know enough to help make sure that they're going to be alright, and they're both stable enough. But they most definitely do need some form of, medical attention, or clerical attention.
Mm-hmm. Do I see the other person who's missing an arm? Do I see their arm in the room?
You do not.
Okay. Was their arm part of the pile that I searched earlier?
It was not.
Okay. Well, then that rules that out.
Yep. Yeah. And with you running medicine checks and investigating these bodies, you do see that they are male and female,
mm-hmm.
and you do see that one has the signet ring of the Heraclin.
Which
merchant
one?
Family. The female.
Okay, so is this the one missing an arm?
Nope.
Okay.
The male seems to be missing one arm, but he still has his cloak.
Okay.
The female does not. And they both appear to be human.
Okay. So are they conscious now?
They are still unconscious. They've clearly suffered some severe trauma. Like, you two have helped make sure they won't die unexpectedly.
Okay, I'm gonna take
they really need help.
2 of my potions of healing, and I'm gonna give 1 to each of them.
I'm gonna see if I can use my skill of lay on hands pool.
Oh, if you have that, then yeah, sure.
Is that a thing I can do?
Full of healing, they can restore 5 HP per long rest.
Yep, you can definitely use lay on hands.
Has Erin used lay on hands?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep. Alright, so lay on hands, you can restore it up to 5 HP. Each of those boxes you take is 1 HP.
So maybe 2 apiece.
Or you could use the 1 potion and then pump all the healing into 1. However you want to do it.
We could do that.
Yeah. Do that.
Quick, make them not die! Oh God!
Alright.
Alright, so Erin's doing lay on hands on 1, and then I'll do the potion on the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
I am small and not ready to watch anybody die.
Yeah. 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 So
what would do more healing? The potion or the lay on hands?
Well, the potion is 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2d4 plus 2, that's a maximum of 10.
Okay.
Lay on hands is just 5. No
Okay.
additions.
But it is definitely 5.
As much... I give the potion...
Only 5.
Yeah, I give the potion to the one wearing the signet ring.
Alright.
So it's 2d4 plus what?
2d4 plus 2.
7.
Alright, yeah. you give them that potion, you pump all that good whatever the fuck healing potions are made out of, into them, and yeah, she coughs and is just like, she is still not feeling great. She is still like not doing amazing, but she is conscious now. And so she coughs, and she says, "Who are you? Where am I?"
I reply back, "Are you Sharwin?"
Let's see here. I have to pull up documents because I'm not organized.
So those names for her children are pretty. They seem pretty unisex. So
Yeah,
I'm grasping at straws here.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, the names really seem like they can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And so she says, how do you know my name?"
Carowin sent us to get you. Just glad that you're all right. Where's your brother? Taligan.
And she looks over and she looks over, she sees him, she says, is he still alive?
Is that Taligan?
Yes, but is he alive?
Yes, he'll be all right. Despite minus an arm, but he'll live. We need to get you out of here.
Yeah, and with that lay on hands, by the way, he is like beyond dazed and confused. Like, he will definitely need help walking. Like, he is the trauma of losing an arm and whatever else has happened. He's in a pretty piss poor state, Like, he's conscious, but it is a lot of trauma going through losing an arm, especially with no sort of anesthetic or professional medical. Like, basically, it was most likely just done as torture or disarming, purely. It's gonna hurt, like, he is not doing right.
This is gonna be, again, long shot. But
can I persuade him to feel better?
No. Can I because I have +4 medicine, so I'm just wondering, could I possibly kiss the wound to make it feel better?
Oh my god.
I mean, really, you can try if you want.
Fuck it, here we go. Oh my god, 23.
I'm not going to ever say you can't do something, but whether or not what you want happens, that's a completely different, like, Like I say, you can always try shit. Let's see here.
But I got a 23, so what happens?
Yeah. Yeah, so you go up, and, his tunic, right? You get, fairly basic tunic, right? Like, not adventuring type or anything. It's just very, like, it's like a civilian shirt.
Yeah.
So you kiss the area where the bloody, knotted clothing that was a sleeve there is tied up over the stump. The tiny stump of a shoulder that he still has.
Uh-huh.
And he seems to
it doesn't seem to really help much in any way by way of like healing, but it makes him feel better emotionally. He seems to not be as tense, but is still in a bit of a confused state. You helped him relax a bit.
That's fair.
You kissed a stump.
Yeah.
You made him feel a bit better emotionally, but he's still like way out of energy. He is beyond exhausted. His body has been through some real rough shit. He is struggling.
I just stare at Rossi, confused but accepting.
Yes.
Then I turn to them both and I go like, look, both of you, Carwin sent us to get you. We need to get you out of here. It's too dangerous to stay here.
I need to leave, but
Can I give you a toy?
Oh yeah.
we have to. We have to stop that hobgoblin.
Don't worry, we'll handle that.
That's why we're here.
But more importantly, we need to get you out of here now.
Alright, so are y'all going to lead him outside?
Yes. I would suggest Erin help. Sorry, Tiger help armless man outside.
Yeah, that's like no problem.
She just does that.
I mean, yeah.
Lift things over
For reference, she's like 6-7 feet tall.
Yeah.
And a paladin.
Buff kitty.
Yeah. Y'all definitely help them outside.
On our way out, I would like to grab off of the first Knight of Helm that we had seen. I would like to take their pauldron, or if they had a holy symbol on them, I'd like to grab that real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no problem.
The one we found in the courtyard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, no problem. That is done. Oh my god.
And so then we lead them outside. God damn it. Reconnect.
Yeah.
But we've led them outside. But there's the ravine there. Yeah. So
yeah. But remember, remember, there's also a bunch of kobolds nearby.
Mm-hmm. So, once we get them to the ravine, I would say that, to Roslyn and Decker, look, we need to get them out of this ravine somehow. I figure there's the rope at the top. We could at least tie it to Talgan. I'm not pronouncing that right. Hold on. Talgan, yeah. We could tie it to Talgan and hoist him up, but we need to get Sharwin up there before that. And I don't know if she's in any state to be climbing.
Could... I'm really not sure what to do here. Are we outside right now?
Can I just leave them both up there?
You were at the bottom of that ravine.
Okay.
Like where you entered in. So
Okay.
you have the rope that is like, there's still like 40 feet. You have to get them up 40 feet vertically. Because it is, a hole. For lack of a more dignified term, it is, for all intents and purposes, a hole you have to get them out of.
would it be possible for Tiger to carry them up in any way?
With an athletics check, I'd say
Both of them at once, or just one apiece?
one at a time.
Definitely say one at a time.
I don't know.
I suggest, Tiger, could you carry Sharwin up that rope and get her out of here?
I got 11.
Yeah. You get about 5 feet up, and your grip slips a little bit, and you go sliding back down the rope. Thankfully, your gauntlet prevents any rope burn. But unfortunately, it did not make it up point where you want to.
Damn it! I don't have any
Would
fucking-
I be able to get her up there using my spider climb? Would I have to make a check?
I'd probably say acrobatics at that
Okay.
point.
Let me see, what does my acrobatics say? Okay, yeah, I'll give it a try.
Is interesting seeing you think of ways to do this, because I have
16.
an immediate thought in my head. Yeah, no problem. You just tell her to hold on tight, and yeah, arms around your neck, you climb up that wall, and she is out there.
Alright,
like a fucking animal.
and I help her over to the oxen cart. Is the ox still there?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I help her over to the oxen cart. And say, here, just get in the cart, and we'll get your brother up here. Then I call
Yes.
down over the edge to Ross and Tiger and say, hey, tie him onto the rope and pull him up.
Okay, I very carefully I tie the rope around his waist and tell him to hold on to it with his arm, the only remaining arm he has. Just hang on tight. Does
All
that
right.
have to be checked or anything?
Nah,
Okay.
I'll let slide.
Okay.
Just a strength check from Runa.
Alright, before I do that, I'm going to call out and yell, Meepo, are you out there? What was the other one's name? Yisrael?
Yeah, and
I'll
at
call
that
out for
point,
those two.
Yeah. At that point, the tree that you actually have the rope, staked into, you hear a collective yipping from on high.
I look up and be like, oh, hey, could all of you help me pull up this rope? I've got a friend down there that really needs to get out of there. I hope to you. Could you help us?
And yeah, Meepo jumps down, says, "Of course, yes," and whistles, like for the others, and you now have 7 kobolds helping you pull up this person, which goes by in no time flat with little effort.
Awesome.
Because there's 7 of you.
Okay, once we get him up, I want to help him into the cart and then, toss the rope back
Yep.
down. And once he's secure in the cart, I hand the reins to Sharwin, and then I look at Meepo and Yisrael and ask them, could you please escort my friends back to town? I hand him the pauldrons of helm. I say, give these to the guards there. And make sure that they get back safely. And we will go and deal with the hobgoblin and those goblin ilk who have harmed you and harmed my friends.
Yes, no problem. And then you see Yisrael just take the table leg with the nail in their hand and just like smack it in their hand. You know, like the baseball bat type deal.
Mhm.
Except they accidentally scratched themselves with the nail because we're not paying attention to which way it was facing.
Aw.
Yeah. And then you see one of the other kobolds grab one of the pauldrons and try to wear it around their eyes. It's yeah.
I love
Kobolds.
these fucking idiots.
Yep.
I don't say that. I yell up, "Thank you! I'll make sure to reward you when we get back." But what they don't know is that I'm just going to reward them with more hugs. Anyway.
All right. Yeah. All right. So do you all head back into?
Go find some.
Before that, I'd like to say to Sharwin, look, these kobolds, they're good people. They were harmed just as you were by the goblins, and they'll escort you back to town. Please, make it there safely.
Yes.
And let the Knights of Helm know that we are dealing with this threat. We'll see it to attend.
Will do.
And I shamble back down the embankment.
Yep, they're off, and you hear her frustratedly deal with the ox, in which you hear her say, "Miserable thing." You get the idea that that particular ox is hard to deal with.
It's about as smart as the kobolds.
I'd say it's about as willing to work with you as the door.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So are we back to the gross, rotty flesh guy room?
If you want to be.
Right here.
Sure.
Because
Alright.
we have to explore.
I mean, I would say more so in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see.
But we have to explore here still, and this.